What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. We are back to Forza tonight. It's been a long time. Figured today, let's get back into Forza. I've been doing Assetto Corsa heavy for a long time. This past month, I feel like it's all been about Assetto Corsa, mods, drifting, Gravy Garage, Bad Drivers Club, BDC V6 Garage. All these drift car packs in the Assetto Corsa. But this one, we're trying to come back to Forza Horizon 5. See if we can still drift around here in this game. It's going to take a little warm up, but we'll warm up and we're going to hook up some of our favorite Mercedes cars and drive those around. So let's get it. Look at this beauty right here. Woo! Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's go. Got the nice dark purple. Oh man, it's been a long time. Everything feels so different in Forza. This is a swap one, so the noise, the voice, the sound is not that great. But it is what it is. We're just gonna try to enjoy the game a little bit, enjoy some drifting a little bit, get back in the groove. Not trying to do too much. Hang out, drive around, drift around, do a few jumps, see what we do, see how things go, and yeah, third gear drift, baby. Here we go. Our favorite drift track coming up here, the precipice. Alright, not bad for a first drift after a month in Forza Horizon 5. Not bad for that, right? So here's the car that we've got. Let me get photo mode. Look at that. Woo! That's what we're working with right there. Look at that beauty. I love the way this car looks. I love the way this paint job kind of came out. Let's exit out that photo mode. Let's head on uphill and see what we can do. Here we go. I'll stay in third. I think it's the right amount of power for this setup. Beauty. Woo! How you like that setup? Wow, very, very nice. The GT63S AMG doing its thing. Let's go. Let's do a couple more. Let me drive it around and then we'll try. Ooh, look at this blue one coming up, this teal car. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's go. Come on, champ. Nice.
You have arrived at your destination.
I'm feeling that. Just like that. Woo! That was dope. All right, let's go uphill one last time, and then we'll go and find a different track, try to jump around a little bit, see what we can do. Third gear. Woo! Choo-choo trains there. Mercedes can get pretty good angles out here. Just like that. Woo! All done. What's going on, Nitrous Skies? What's happening? It's Forza Horizon 5. We're back to Forza Horizon 5. Nitrous Skies, what's going on? We'll tell you about the setup. I'll tell you about my setup story. I just told the setup story in the last live, but I'll tell it again in this live. What's up, Jesus? Jesus? God bless. Let's go ahead. Alright, let me go downhill. Downhill's always a little bit harder. Let me concentrate, and I'll try to tell you a little bit about the setup also. Alright, I got the Fanatec ClubSport RS wheel right now with the Fanatec direct drive system, the CSL DD. That's what I got. Alright, the DD bundle is what I first got, but then I upgraded this thing a couple of times. Alright, I got a couple of tweaks to it, a couple little upgrades. The CSL direct drive pedals that I came with,
You have arrived at your destination.
that this bundle came with, I replaced. So I have the CSL Elite pedals right now. And then besides the Elite pedals, I also upgraded the wheel. The wheel that you're seeing is not the stock wheel that we get from the CSL DD. So this wheel right here is the ClubSport RS wheel, which is a separate upgrade, and probably the most expensive upgrade that I have on the system. Besides that, I also got the gold wheel slide that I added to this wheel, so you know we could do a little swapperoo action quick and easy. So the wheel slide I got third party. I bought it off like Alibaba. That was you know, a cheaper sort of wheel setting. I also upgraded from QR1 to QR2, so I you know, the attaching mechanism right here that allows for the quick swaps. That piece I bought an extra to upgrade from QR1 to QR2, so that cost a little bit. But these ones, the wheel slide and the QR2 upgrade, that's like, I would say probably $100 for that. The wheel, like I said, is the most expensive part. This is like a $350 wheel. That was the most expensive one. But I bought these things little by little, one at a time. I saved money. I, you know, got one thing, then I saved some money again, got another thing, then I saved some money again, got another thing. And another small thing that I got. Let me just drive around a little bit while I talk about this. Another thing that I got is the stock CSL direct drive system comes with 5mm force feedback. So you could, however, upgrade it by just adding a new brick, a new power cable and power brick to it. If you upgrade that, you can get 3 additional newton-meter force feedback, so you go from 5 to 8 newton-meters. So I got that. That was another, like, I bought a third party. I didn't buy this on any of these upgrades besides the actual wheel that you're looking at. I didn't buy any of that from Fanatec themselves. You know, just the regular bundle, the stock bundle I got from Fanatec, but everything else I kind of got third party because it was just a lot cheaper. So the brick I also got a lot cheaper, which was probably around $55-60. So I guess so far with these little tweaks you're looking at about $150. Maybe let's say $175 to be a little bit generous. You add the $350 of the wheel, you know, that's, now we're looking at $150 to $500. Then I upgraded my pedals. I bought them used, the CSL Elite pedals, got them used for $100 from eBay. And so now we're looking at $600. And then the stock price of the wheelbase itself, the CSL direct drive system, is $400. So you're looking at $1,000 total, which is a lot. But like I said, I'm a working man. I don't spend money like nothing. So I was a little bit strategic about it, very slowly, little by little, piece by piece. I built the system, except the original CSL DD. I bought that for $400 in one shot. But after that, everything else just came little by little. All right. In addition to that, I guess if you want to count my little wheel stand that that I got the wheel mounted to, that's probably like, I got a cheap wheel stand, probably like $85 or something from Amazon. What else? Oh, the USB handbrake. The USB handbrake is like another $55 investment. All right, so $1,100 probably is a decent estimate of what I'm working with right now. That obviously doesn't include my PC, a little bit of money that I spent on the games, obviously. So yeah, it's very expensive. I ain't gonna lie, it's very expensive. So I take my time with it. I do little by little. Right now, there's nothing on my list that I want to get. Maybe a cockpit down the line, like a proper cockpit. Not a proper cockpit, but like a better stand than the one I have right now. The stand that I have right now, like I said, is a cheapo stand. I just needed something so I could mount the wheel on something sturdier than my desk. My desk couldn't really handle all the force feedback. And there's also, it just takes up a lot of space on the desk. And then if you only have one desk like me, like I said, this is my hobby. This is not, I don't do this professionally. I'm not trying to make money from YouTube or anything like that. So I do this as a hobby. So I'm spending the money that I'm not getting back, so that's why I'm very careful about my money that I spend here, little by little. Right now, like I said, there's nothing else on my list that I want to get besides a kind of like a better desk, not a better desk, but a better wheel stand than what I got. Maybe like a semi cockpit type of a situation, something sturdier, maybe a little bit larger than this, because one thing I really find annoying right now is not having my mouse and my PC keyboard within my arm's reach. Every time I have to, switch cars, or there's some controls that I have mapped onto the wheel. I have the pause menu and stuff on the wheel, so I could try to work that in. But there's some things that I have to go back to the PC for. I need the keyboard for, especially with like camera angles and stuff. That just works better when I have, access to my mouse and my keyboard. So that I found really, really annoying. Because then I have to keep on going like this, as I'm about to show you right now. I'm gonna have to go up. I stretch over back and forth during the live stream. I find that pretty annoying. But it is what it is. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world, I mean. And I just make it work. It's all good. People are patient. So a better stand that'll allow me to mount my mouse, and would allow me to mount a keyboard right here in my fingertips, that I could just turn real quick.
You have arrived at your destination.
Do a little bit of that. I'll be very, very happy with that. But right now, I'm not about to do that. It'll be a while before I do that. Maybe after Christmas holiday, I'll see what I can do. Or maybe for Christmas, somebody will, give me a present and give me a cockpit like that I could work with. That'll be cool. But I have no plans of spending my own money right now on that stuff, even though, woo, look at that squeeze. Even though that would, I think, be a game changer for me, because it's very annoying to have to work with that without, having to, or with having to kind of constantly stretch back and forth. But anyway, I don't know where I'm going right now. Just driving around telling stories, story time, just letting you know what's going on. request from chat came about the setup and the cost, so I went in talking about that. Let's go ahead and do a couple of jumps, and then we'll come back out and do a few more drift sessions. Here we go. So there you go, going to the runway real quick. I need a sip of the drink real fast. Nitro Skies, you made the right move. That's the right move, Nitro Skies. Graphic cards comes first. And I didn't even talk about that. Like the PC part of things. You know, because I do all my gaming on my PC now. That's also, that costs a lot of money. So you can't, you know, I guess some people have a lot of money so they can do that kind of stuff, but I certainly don't. So even that I have been doing periodically, episodically, one at a time, one thing at a time. So for me too, I started from like a 580, an AMD 580, and then now I think I have the 6800. So even that, I did have to, you know, over time upgrade. Because the games that you want to play, the better games, they're going to require better graphics. Oh, we just launched it like a rocket. Are we going to land right on the bridge? Ooh, we did brush the bridge a little bit, but it didn't work. Whenever I get time, Nitro, usually Friday nights or Sunday nights. Friday and Sunday nights are my main ones, but I'm doing it tonight, Monday night, because I'm a teacher and tomorrow is a holiday. I don't have work tomorrow, so I figured why not tonight, you know? Have a good time tonight, celebrate the day off tomorrow. It's Veterans Day, that's the holiday tomorrow around here in the United States. So I got a free night, so I figured why not get on here and just hang out for a little bit. And I hadn't played Forza in a long time because I've been doing all my live streams about Assetto Corsa lately, so it was a nice opportunity. All right, X marks the spot. Here we go. We haven't even switched a lot of cars, but let's start here. All right, better speed this time. This is our top gear. Woo! All right, way off, way off. Man, I'm out of my element. No barrels. Haven't been able to do a barrel. Two tries and no barrel yet. Been a long time, right? That's what happens. Haven't done these jumps in a long time, but let's try one more. And this round, we're gonna try to do a barrel. I'm gonna align it a little bit better with the ramp. We'll definitely get it spinning. Well, Canada's a cool place. We were in Canada at Niagara Falls a couple of years ago, visiting, enjoying the Niagara Falls area. That was pretty fun. I've been to Toronto too. I've been to Mississauga. Cool places. Canada is really cool. All right, here we go. What's up, Pac-Man? Just enjoying some drifting, enjoying some driving around in Forza Horizon 5 today. That's what we're doing. Sixth gear, 200 miles per hour. Here we go. I'm trying to do this runway jump. I'm trying to do this barrel, and I want to land on the bridge. That's what I'm trying to do. We landed on the bridge, but we didn't do a barrel, so that's pretty cool. All right, let me drift this car around the circle up there. That's always a good spot to drift. If you're down to practice, especially when you're trying out new cars, this giant circle over here, this is the one you kind of want to drift around. Right here, I actually missed it. It is here. This is a giant circle. All right, call some mayhem. There you go. All right, pretty nice. This circle is a really nice spot for just practicing some control, because you could keep on going around the circle for a long time and just practice your steering on the drift. It's a great spot, great training spot. All right, let's go back to not back to, but our next favorite drift joint. So my favorite drift spot is the one that I started the stream with. It's called the Precipice, and then after that we got the Reservoir. So let's go ahead and go to the Reservoir. All right, this is my next favorite drift spot, where I bring all my favorite drift cars out here, but it's nighttime now. Yeah, I have a lot of favorites actually in Forza. I have a lot of favorites. I like the Supra MK4. That's a classic, legendary drifter in this case, in this game. I definitely love the muscles. My favorite muscle probably is gonna be the Buick GNX. It's so great. I'm actually gonna hop into that in a little bit, show you around what I'm talking about. It's really, really awesome. All right, and then what else do I like to drift in a lot? The Police Interceptor, you know, the Ford Crown Victoria. That's a good one, guys. That's one of my favorites in this game. All right. And you know what? There's a Toyota Celica that's really, really good. I think it's a very underrated car. There's a Toyota Celica, a Toyota Corolla. Even the Camry is just drifts really, really nice if you have the right setup on it. So lots of favorite cars. In Forza, that's the best part about the game. It's got 900 cars. I mean, you really can't beat that, right? You got tons of cars, tons of setups. You could turn most cars into a drifter, but I do agree that the muscle cars are the best ones to drift in this game. But I do like some of those other cars that I mentioned. I'm going to show you some of mine that I have favorited for drifting right now. All right, so let me show you here real quick what I got that I really enjoy. All right, let me go to my filters, go to my favorites. All right, so in my favorites, you'll see my drift setups. You'll see all of them. I can start. There's a couple of Mazdas that are really good too, actually. A couple of Jaguars. This Jaguar XKRS is such a dope drifter. It's so good, the XKRS. All right, that's a great one. So lots of favorites. This BMW, the 98, the 325i. Man, that's a dope drifter. It's a great drifter. All right. So lots of... I have too many favorites. I have too many favorites when it comes to drifting in this game. But I was talking about the Buick GNX, so let me go ahead and hit that up and show you what I'm talking about. And not to mention, the Knight Rider car is a great one. This Monte Carlo coming up, the Chevy Monte Carlo, that's a really good one, right? So there's just too many nice ones. All right, and this is the Regal GNX that I was talking about, the Buick Regal GNX, the Kendrick Lamar car, as I like to call it, from the Super Bowl. So this and his album. Let's go ahead and hop into that one. It drifts so nice, milky smooth. All right. So let's go ahead and let me show you what this one is about a little bit. And like I said, guys, I'm a little bit rusty on Forza today. You know, I gotta be honest, I haven't played Forza in a month. You could check my live streams from the past. This whole month I've been doing live streams only on Assetto Corsa. So I'm kind of like out of my practice. All right, I'll be honest, I'm a little out of practice with Forza. If you played Assetto Corsa, then you know Assetto Corsa and Forza Horizon 5, completely different levels, completely different games. You know, one is a realistic sim, the other is arcade, sim arcade. So they're very different. All right, so I have to like kind of learn back after I come back to Forza after a long time of playing Assetto Corsa. I always struggle to come back and kind of get my strategy back, get my techniques back up. So that's the process I'm going through right now. Just kind of relearning Forza real quick. It'll take me a minute to kind of get comfortable. Yeah, real smooth. Nice and slow. That's what I like about the muscles in this game. Like, they're just nice and smooth, slow drift. Great for beginners, great for learners. And if you're just trying to do some chill drifts, these are the cars to get in, right? Nothing aggressive. Look at this. And they hold the angle for a long time. That giant corner I just did. I did make an adjustment in that giant corner. I kind of broke it a little bit in the middle. I had to step on some brakes to maintain the turn. But you can see here, I can just keep the angle, keep going. It's real nice. A little e-brake action there to make an adjustment. And then here we'll do some left foot braking. Get going. There you go. Keep that angle with the left foot brake. Slow down. And finish the zone. There you go. Just like that. Alright, so this GNX, fantastic. I mean, so effortless. You know, talking and drifting is not easy. Alright. While you're trying to commentate, do a commentary and you're trying to drift, that's very hard. Alright. I mess up all the time. But with this car, it's not that hard. It's that, you know, it's just so smooth. The car is so smooth. So get this GNX, put some drift tires on it, rear wheel drive drift. I'm gonna try to push it a little bit because now I'm getting a little bit comfortable. A little left foot braking once again. I was about to lose the traction, gain grip, so I used some left foot braking to kind of keep that drift going and press on that throttle at the same time to maintain it. Yeah, that's a hack, that's a cheat, but sometimes you gotta do that. There you go. Look at that one. That was a good transition. That was fun. I thought I timed that okay. How smooth is that? I'm telling you. Ooh! This guy he tried to troll me right here, this AI driver. Alright, but amazing car. Alright, so one of my favorites. People want to know what's the favorite. This is one of the favorites, guys. This is one of the favorites. The GNX, the Regal GNX. Get it drifting, get it sideways. Nitrous guys, I gotta try Battlefield 6. Eventually. Alright, eventually. Trying to get to that. I did try the demo and I just wasn't very good, I'll be honest, and it was very hard. I felt like I had the Call of Duty mode on, you know, and in Battlefield that sort of thing doesn't work, so I was struggling. All right, let's switch back into the Mercedes. There's some Mercedes that I want to try out that we didn't get to, but before that, let's do a quick wheel spin. Let's see what we got. Oh, garbage. There's one more. Let's go for that. Let's see what they're gonna give me now. A shirt, of course. I love a shirt. That's what everybody's dying to get, a shirt. All right, what do I get here? I got nothing. I don't need anything here. Wait, how many points do I got? Not many. So I've been using up all my points right now. I only got 16 points. So let me go ahead and chain the car up, and then we'll hop back into our Mercedes, because I wanted to dedicate today's live stream to all the Mercedes cars that I got that are my favorites in here. All right, the Mercedes AMG or the Benz, doesn't matter. All right, so the C63S Coupe. We tried the GT 4-door coupe. That was the purple one. It was looking real nice. It was pushing real nice too. I liked it. It was sliding real nice. All right, the C63S. Never tried this setup. Let me go ahead and give that a shot. Let's try the coupe. Let's see what this can do. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't even know if this is a good setup. I just have a setup on it, and I might realize that we're not doing this. So let's see. Woo! Man, this thing looks so nice. Let's check out the interior. Okay, beautiful. Oh, those lights are just awesome. All right, I'm in fourth right now. I'm not sure if that's the right call. Okay, it's sliding. Oh, nope, nope. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Let's try one more time. We'll just pick up from here and then see
Turn around
if I can just learn the car a little bit, you know? Brand new setup. I don't know what the setup is. Let's whip it around a little bit. Yeah, the handling I'm not really enjoying in this car. Yeah, but I could get used to it. It's gotta do a couple laps. Oh, now the cars are not built, so I can't just drive through all the cars right now. I gotta be mindful of that. Third gear was a little bit better, but I was topping out too much, so I gotta get into fourth. Okay. Woo!
You have arrived at your destination.
All right. I think it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It looks really nice, so that's always a plus. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and go this way and see if we can correct some of the mistakes that we made earlier. Here we go. I'm gonna try to go down a little bit and get a run up. There you go. Okay. Second, third, fourth. Early shifts, because I just want to be in fourth so I don't have to keep on shifting later. Not bad, not bad. That grass messed me up. Quick correction. Not the end of the world. Keep drifting, don't stop. There you go. Boy, that e-brake comes handy. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so let's go back to our other drift zone that I like a lot. Let's see if we can put this to the test up there, going up and down the hill. That's always a challenge. And we'll take it from there. Let's fast travel real quick. All right, fast traveling. Yeah, Nitro, I agree with you. Taillights look so good, man. It's like the best view, right? I think the front looks real nice too, actually. Let me check that out real quick. Oh, that front looks real nice too. See that little profile of the wheel when you see the wheel turns? Oh, look at that red accents. You know, the brakes, they look so cool. The front looks really good too. I like the front lights and the back. Definitely the back is the highlight though, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and take it out. Go find that. I'm still 3 miles away, so I gotta drive a bunch, enjoy the scenery a little bit as the sun comes back out. We don't need a drift zone to drift, right? You can drift whichever way you want. Oh, crash. Oh, they're gonna take me through the tunnel. This dark tunnel. Oh boy.
Turn left.
Woo.
Turn left.
No. Oh man. Here we go. These are the train tracks. This is the train you always hear when you're up there and you're drifting around that drift zone. You hear this train pass every 5 seconds. That's an exaggeration. It's not really 5 seconds. But this is such a scenic area. I love it. It's beautiful.
Turn left.
It's chill. I like the train coming by once in a while. I like that background noise.
Turn left.
Oh, you're gonna take me to dirt? Oh man, I can't drift on the dirt. This is no rally. I'm not a rally driver. Can't be doing no rallies out here. Woo! Rally, rally it up, baby.
Turn left.
There you go. We made it. We made it out.
Turn
No,
left.
too much e-brake. Oh man, I thought I was doing a decent rally job over there. Spin it back around, champ. There you go. Got the car all dirty. Look at that. All that dirt on the car now. It was looking like a beauty before, and now it's all sandy. But we got here. Fourth gear is definitely the gear for it. I wish the third gear kind of went a little bit higher, because the third gear is kind of stopping too early, man. It's topping out too early. So this is the drift zone, my favorite.
your destination.
And just like that. Woo! Alright, let's go up. Going up is my favorite part around here. So let's go up. $112,000 on the point scale. All right, there we go. That wasn't bad at all. I really like this car. Let's go ahead and try another Mercedes now. This one was definitely a success. The purple one, man, that one was great too. So let's go on to the next. You know what? Do I have any triple wheel spins? Nobody needs the news. Nobody reads the news. Ooh, gift car. I've been gifted a Bentley Flying Spur. What? And a Continental Super Sport. Where's all these cars coming from? I don't understand this. Okay. Let's do a little triple spin. See what we got. Hey Shaq, yeah, you got that right. Compatible mode. That's the only mode that works when I'm playing Forza. With the Assetto Corsa, I don't need the compatible mode. For Assetto Corsa, it just works in regular mode. But compatible mode is pretty easy. You just got to press the power button one more time. Works out, no problem. We'll keep this. We'll work with this later. What are we gonna get next? I don't get anything good anymore. Oh man, that Funko F9 could have been added to the garage. What am I gonna get now? Had 7 wheel spins and nothing good came out so far. There you go. Money, money. We'll take that. Spent a lot of money on fast traveling, so we'll take the credits. Ooh, I'll take that. Thank you, thank you. But no cars, because when you have more than I almost have 800 cars in this game. When you have that many, they don't get cars. I hardly get cars anymore in my wheel spins, and when I do, it's usually the cars that I already own, so it's very annoying. That's why I can't wait for Forza Horizon 6. Actually, I'm done with these same cars over and over again. I probably have that M3 also. Yep. All right, just doing all the wheel spins right now, but there's nothing good that's coming out. Oh, what's that? Mini X-Raid? Probably had that already too. And our last wheel spin. Let's see what we do. Alright, WRX04. We'll take that, and the money and the yellow Converses. We'll take that too. Alright, so basically got everything. Let me see if there's any car mastery wheel spins I got. Nope, nothing there. All right, back to Mercedes. All right, so we tried the GT4. That was a beauty. That was a lot of fun. We tried what did we just rock? We just rocked the AMG C63S coupe. That was pretty dope. All right, I'm trying to figure out what am I gonna do next? Which car should we do next? There's the GTS. There is the AMG one. I've driven, I guess, too many times. One of the earliest cars I had, so I'm not as excited to drive that one. We got the 2017 GTRs. One of them I got as a drift setup. So there's a GTR and a GTS. We can see which one works better. 1215 horsepower, 1215. They're basically identical car. More torque on the GTS. Let's go ahead and hop into that one. Looks good too with that yellow beige gold trim. That's always nice. And then we'll get into some of the classic AMGs or the Benzes in a little bit. Let's do a lap or two of these. Ooh, this car looks so nice. And it's got that retractable spoiler. There it comes. All right, there it comes. Pops up real nice. Woo! This car is a beauty too. All right, you want to check inside? There you go. Look at those vents. Beautiful. Third gear looks good. There comes the choo-choo train. Third gear working fine right now. Oh, too much e-brake there. Too much e-brake. When you switch cars, you know, you gotta kind of learn the behavior of each car, different tires, different situation, different tuning setup, different weight, you know, different horsepower, different everything. So it takes a minute. Let's go up. See if we can do something different, something better going up. Wow, that was pretty dope. Had to make a quick adjustment. I messed up there a little bit, but man, really, really nice. Ain't gonna lie, that was sweet. All right, let's go ahead. Let me see if I have this added to my favorites, because I think this is the car I want to add to my favorites. Yep, it wasn't added to the favorites, but now we had to hard it. All right, let's go ahead and try one more time. Let's try to do a better job this round. This is what I messed up last time. Almost messed up again. But we made it. We pulled through. There you go.
You have arrived at your destination.
And wow, 180, we're done. Let's go again. Uphill's my favorite. Not very smooth, but didn't break the drift at least. $110,000, and we're back in. Perfect turnaround. Wow, this thing is a beauty. Smooth, real nice slide, really good angles, left, right, wavy, zigzag level, 100. Awesome. What else? All right, let me see what else we can do. Going on to the next Mercedes. I think I'm about to enter some of the classics, but I did want to try the GTR. This was the GTS. Let me go ahead and try the GTR also. Not sure how that's gonna drive compared to this, because this one was so smooth, so nice. Let's see if the other one also doesn't disappoint. Oh, turn on the photo for some reason, but if you wanted to take a look at it, this is how gorgeous it looks. There you go. Beauty. Parked on a hill back there. Taking a break. In Car Mastery, this one does come with a wheel spin. I've already used it, so it won't give us anything more. But this is a 2015 Mercedes-AMG GTS. Awesome car. Favorited this right now, and I got myself some good drift sessions in this one. All right, hopping into a different one. All right, so next up, we said we are going to try the GTR. I got two 2017 GTRs. One of them is a drift setup, the red one. So let's go ahead and hop into that and see what we can do with that one. Man, right now it's becoming really hard to pick a favorite Mercedes right now to drift in, because the ones that we've tried so far have been all gorgeous and real smooth. Oh gosh, this one looks so nice too. The front, the back, oh, that paint job looks real good. Oh, that third gear is feeling real good right now. Oh, the acceleration feels real nice in this. This is a little bit more slippery, less grip. Yep, less grip compared to the GTS. So this setup is a little bit slippery. So I gotta be really mindful of that throttle and the quick steering change. The steering angle changes are quick because when it slips one way to the other.
You have arrived at your destination.
Woo! Oh my gosh, that was real nice actually. But let me go ahead, see if I can get into fourth, and maybe the power will be a little bit more manageable, maybe less slippage. Yes, this feels a little bit better already. Oh yeah. Yep, fourth gear is it. Because the acceleration is a little bit more controlled here. The early acceleration, I'm talking about, you know, the first 1 to 6,000 RPMs, like that area. Sometimes if that's too much, you start your initiations are very risky, right? But this one, if you start in fourth gear, that acceleration in the first 6,000 RPMs is not that bad. All right, and it's actually really nice. Let me go ahead and go down in fourth gear also and see if that feels a little bit better. Coming up definitely felt really good. Early shift, but yeah, sometimes, yeah, in this situation, going downhill, it was too slow acceleration. The acceleration was just too slow, and then you kind of, it dies out on you. All right, so maybe, yeah, yep, had a bad start. We got to go back. We got to go back and fix all that. So fourth gear, I think going down isn't gonna work very well. I'm gonna give it one more shot though. It's all about the throttle modulation. So there you go. That was a big corner. That's the one we got to get right. That's always the trickiest one. So we got that. It's getting good angles, and I think I could learn to hold it. It's just that, you know, it's a fairly new setup for me, but I think it's got a lot of potential. So the GTR is a lot of fun, a ton of fun. I think I definitely prefer the GTS better. That was a good setup. I really enjoyed that one more, but this one's pretty good too. Let's go on to some classic now, some OG body types, and see what we can do with these. And before that, a wheel span. We got another one. 150K, we'll take all the credit that we can get. It would be really nice if they let us carry over our credits from Forza Horizon 5 to Forza Horizon 6. They're obviously not going to do that, but it'll be fun if they did. All right, so what's next? We tried some really good ones. All right, so far I gotta say the GTS definitely left a mark on me, followed by, I would say, the GT 4-door coupe. You know what, the GT 4-door coupe and the C63S are both a tie for me. They were both great. The GT4 and this black C63S coupe. They were a tie for me, but they were both really good. I prefer, I think, the GT4 a little bit more because it was big and heavy and, you know, just better to handle. But they were both a ton of fun. Followed by GTS. GTS was a ton of fun. And now we're about to go into some of the classics. The E63 AMG I have, I don't think it drifts very well. I don't have the right setup on right now, so I'm not going to give that one a try. But I am going to hop into some of the OGs, like I said. The 2011 SLS MG, maybe we'll come to that. But more importantly, it's this right here. Let's go to the AMG Hammer Wagon. Everybody loves the wagon. We'll go to that, and then we'll go to that classic James Bond car, or James Bond looking car, because James Bond really didn't drive Mercedes, it drove Aston Martins, but that Mercedes looks like a James Bond car, so we'll go with that too. Imagine this was your taxi. You called Uber and this is what happens. This is your Uber right here. Giving you a nice ride. A ride to remember. There you go. Uber done. Alright, that was real dope. Okay, this car is amazing. Alright, this came from a car pack, by the way. This is not a car that I think you unlock without the car pack. But I love this car. Ooh, oh, that guy threw me off. That guy threw me off. Who was that? You want to do some tandems, champ? Where you at? Forza tandems. That's hard to pull off. I did do that in a couple of my lives. I had somebody join my convoy, and then we tried to do some tandems, and it was sloppy, but we did do it a little bit. Real smooth, real sweet. Nice acceleration.
You have arrived at your destination.
I wonder if I could do it in 5th gear, actually. The way it's going, it looks like it's topping out in 4th gear, and I prefer to be able to go above 100 if I need to. It's just topping out too early. So let me try to get into 5th and see if the initial RPMs in 5th are good enough for drifting. So far they are, but oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. 5th gear does feel good though. 5th gear does feel good. Yeah, it feels just like 4th gear. I don't know what's going to top out to, but it feels just like 4th, but with slightly better acceleration, I think. Come on, BMW, what are you doing? Again, too much. Those tires are real slippery. Alright, that BMW messed me up, but let me go back up and let me enter again. We'll initiate better, hopefully. There's no cars coming this way, this round. There you go. No, 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 no. Hey, this taxi is awesome.
You have arrived at your
I'm gonna go back
destination.
up one last time and then we'll switch the car out. Do need a drink though, hold on. A Unimog? Man, I'm not sure about that. There you go. All right, that was a nice completion right there. Very nice. Well done. All right, let's move on to the next classic AMG. You want to try that James Bond looking car? Let's go to that one. Again, the photo. You got to take the photo. There you go. We got the taxi, the Uber drivers outside waiting for you. Come on in. So here we go. What's next? I think we got our last two cars coming up, guys. So this is we'll end with the AMG Hammer Coupe, the wagon we just did. The Coupe is next, and this is the one that I was talking about right here, the 300 SL Coupe, the 1954 300 SL. Let's go ahead and hop into that and see what we can do. Oh, it's a beauty. Look at this thing. Look how cool that looks. Wow. That's amazing. Look at the doors. What a beautiful car. Mercedes made some gorgeous looking cars. You gotta give them that. I don't even know how good this drifts, but we're gonna try it. Oh. Oh, God.
Arrived at your destination.
Oh my gosh, I was just enjoying that so much. I didn't care if there was a cliff right there. I was just letting the steering wheel slip through. It's feeling so good. That was amazing. All right, this car is awesome. So let me go ahead and go up. Give myself a little runway. All right, here we go. Woo. Man, this thing is a beauty. 115,000 points. Really, really dope. Wow, this thing is amazing. All right, so this is a favorite right here. This is awesome. Let me make sure this one is favorited too, because I like to come back to this. This is dope. Yep, this already favorited, so I should have known. You know, this is one of the best. It just feels really good. Let's go ahead and hop into our last one. We're gonna do that AMG Hammer again, but this is the coupe version. Right here. Let's see what happens. The sky blue E64. Yeah, let me try the E64. I don't know if I have the drift setup on it right now, but we could find one. We can see what you know, it can do for us. Maybe it'll be a nice surprise. We'll try that. Let me know if there's another car you want to see, and It doesn't have to be Mercedes. I can try something else. I'm down for that. Oh gosh, this is so smooth, guys. Wow, I think I might have saved the best for last. Like they say, save the best for last. Third gear drift, and it's doing real good. Oh.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh gosh. Look at that, those red tints, red everything. That is amazing. Got the black dual tone, you know, hood situation going on. That's pretty dope. This car looks amazing, feels amazing. Classic, you know, this is that classic Mercedes look. Everybody knows this look. The Sherry lady look. Oh, man. Whew. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was, it went so fast. It went too fast. I didn't want it to aim. Sky Blue 63 is the request, so let's go ahead and see what's that about. What do I got here? Yep, no drift setup on that one. I got an all-wheel drive setup on there right now, so it's not gonna be great. Yeah, it's not gonna be drifting, but woo! Let's go ahead and just drive this thing around. Man, I should have gone full speed on that. And that was my personal best? How? Well, hold on. We gotta try that again. That was not good enough. All right, let me see. Let me see if we can do that again. Put that on repeat. Yep. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, way better. Way better than before. But also just dropped. Just dropped. Anyway, 93 more feet to get 3 stars. Probably could have done it, but oh well. Let's go down to the barrel jump and see by the runway what we can do. All right, the runway jump is here. Going at 70 miles an hour in reverse. How about that? All right, let's see. A little bit on the slower side for me. I don't think it's going to get even to 200. It feels kind of a lag. Let me see what I can do here. The acceleration at higher speeds is just not that great. We did cross 200. A little barrel for you. Oh. There you go. Let's go do another one. You know what? I think an AMG1 would be a real nice one to do a barrel with right here, because this gets a lot of speed and we're going to cover a lot of distance in that one. So I'd like to do that. Let me go ahead and hop in, and then we'll wrap up the stream from there. Ooh, I got some Forzathon points. All right, the AMG1 coming up. We're gonna try to do a little barrel. Oh, this thing is so nice too, guys. This thing is so nice. I'm on the highway mode right now. The initial boost to get to 100 miles per hour is so quick in this car, it's incredible. There you go. Let's go. And this one actually handles pretty well too. Fourth gear, 200 miles crossed already. We're at 230, 240. Just going fast. A little barrel. Ooh. I had to rewind a little bit because my angle was off, and I want to kind of land on the bridge. Ah, that was horrible. Gotta love the rewind feature. That felt a lot better. Are we landing on the bridge or what? Oh yes. There you go. Woo! Little barrel onto the bridge. Doesn't get old. Every time you get that landing, it just feels so good. Try to do that with a lot of my fast cars. It's always fun. All right, we're gonna do one more jump. Stay tuned. I'm not done yet. This jump right here, straight ahead. We're gonna do the festival site jump off the airplane. You know what I'm talking about. If you've unlocked that jump. Right here. Get as much speed as we can. Go straight through the dirt. And there's nothing stopping us. And just like that, little 360 in the air. Look at that. Bong, and we're on the road. There you go. How about we do a stadium jump too while we're at it? Since I'm doing all these jumps now. Ooh. Since I'm doing all these jumps now, I'm kind of getting high on the jumps. So many jump successes, I feel like I want to do another one. Let's go do another one. Let's go to the stadium. Let's see what's going on in the stadium. I haven't even been in the stadium in so long. I don't know what they got going on in there. We got the Winter Wonderland or what? Ooh, crash. Yep. Not as bad a crash as I thought it was gonna be, but still a crash. Call that the bend of death every time. If you're too fast, you're gonna crash on that one. All right, the stadium is here. We're gonna try to jump into the stadium. The AMG definitely will get into the stadium. I know that for a fact. It's just a matter of handling. If I can handle it all the way through, off this ramp, into the stadium. Let's go. Jump challenge. Accepted. Turn it around real quick. Perfect. Let's go. Oh, nothing going on in the stadium. Nothing fancy. But we are going to kick the soccer ball. Bing! There you go. All right, friends. So there you have it. Forza Horizon 5, drift, jumps. We did all that Mercedes style today. Let me know what you think about this. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for everybody who joined. I appreciate you. Shout out to Nitrous Skies. Appreciate you keeping the chat going today. And hope to see you guys again. See you in the next one. Peace.